I was just listening to my opponent for the office of Toronto mayor, allegedly, supposedly in 2026. The individual who I put in the history books when I made it the first person in Canadian history not to fulfill the legal requirement within the 90-day legal limit to secure the office of Toronto mayor under the Provincial Municipal Elections Act. For 450 days above that 90-day limit, I, Mr. Kevin Clark, stopped Olivia Chow, the appointed mayor, immediately as mayor appointed by the city unlawfully from legally securing the office of Toronto mayor. Olivia Chow ignored the servant of the court, and she ignored the rule of law in Canada and put herself above the rule of law and showed that she and the media are one because the media did not tell you about the most historical, legal, political challenge in Canadian history. Because for the first time in Canadian history, the office of Toronto mayor was contested in the court of law. The Superior Court of Ontario, Superior Court of Appeals, and the Supreme Court of Canada. Now, this child was talking about all these services Toronto's building. I was homeless by Toronto cops. I was attacked by 8 cops who ripped the flesh off my skin and in turn handcuffed and shackled me and held me down in the grass for over 50 minutes. And in turn, me and my animals, we had to live under the bridge. My animal didn't have water. The police didn't bottle water. So more than homeless by corrupt individuals of the Toronto Police Service who alleged that me and her conspired to set a fire to basically kill my 2 cats I had over 5 years. And this dog, who had rested from abuse 18 months earlier, alleged that I killed my cats by lighting a cigarette and then arson, burned down a bedroom in my home. Come, Annie, let me get you some water. Burning down a bedroom in my home and killing my 2 cats. And that is last owners for 7 months. Since then, we've got a bit variation. So they have pulled the permit. Stole stadium to allow us back into our home. So we had out for a few hours and they were saying that they are now confirming what I said. First I said it was an electrical fire, but Paul Keaton, the individual, stated it was an electronic fire from a cell phone that was in back that he had plugged in before he left. My associate, Mr. Greco, thinks that maybe he's not sure. And I'm not sure, but of course now Mr. Keaton explained the year of the cell phone, how old it was, that was lithium battery, front vessels, knowledge that he may have done something, but and he did get an apartment by that. So when he's going to make the allegation, the police had said it was a cigarette lit in the living room at 2:45 that burned it down by 3 p.m. And in turn, they came to a conclusion in 2 hours. But we know it's impossible that cigarette could have led to a fire that blew out the windows, as was shown in the video that was taken by I think it was Kim, I forgot her name, but it will be on there and you'll see the video where she showed these windows, just the flames putting on. A cigarette wouldn't have done that in 15 minutes, because there were only 2 sofas and a small bed in the room. And Mr. Keaton also acknowledged it was self. I had misinterpreted by saying it was an electronic fire. Then it turned out it was an electrical fire. That wasn't it. I said it was an electrical fire. But it turned out it was an electrical fire, which was confirmed by Mr. Keaton, who admitted that it was he who plugged in that and he believed that's what caused the fire. And he wished he was there so it would have put it out. But now Carol Saunders has basically shown and said that it was also an electrical fire due to the negligence of Allison and your electrical work. Because now it's Tuesday and since last week, we've been trying to get into our home and we got a bail variation to remove the 500 limit. But now Ms. Saunders is saying that our place won't be ready for a week because it's not completed, because they have to do the electrical. What? Damage was not to the electrical work. It was not an electrical fire caused by the electronic device. But you have to take over a week and a half to do the electrical work. We asked Mr. Saunders to explain that and produce my keys this week. Because I have to stay in this person's place where there's crazies downstairs and the door stays open continually. I have nowhere to put my possession. Okay? I've seen this place. There's no bed. I got a bed. But the individual now sleep in the bed and I can get this. So I got a bed because they had no bed. They now got a bed. sleep on the floor. I don't even get to sleep on the floor. And listen to what's happening down here. This is what we have to go through. And I can't take my dog for a walk. I take my dog for a walk. We may not be allowed back. You know, may not be let back. This is where we have to stop our session. And if I fall asleep and the door is always open, how do I know myself is not going to be taken? This is cruel and inhumane. I have a partner. Why am I not able to be in my apartment while you fix the electrical? I will not use the electrical. Okay? So this is what we expect to be done, and we are asking you, Ms. Saunders, not to impede my attempt to save my life and the life of this animal. And we're asking George from the outset not to impede my attempt to save my life and the life of this animal, because I cannot pay. My friend has sent me money. I have to pay like pay just to stay and let my dog die. And I can't sleep. How do I clean? Take a look at the difference. You'll see the original photo of how this place was before I got here. And then take a look at it. Okay. Should I pay to clean somewhere where I don't get to sleep? Take a look at the difference compared to the original photo when I first got here. Okay? So you're admitting there was an electrical fire. And then you have me wait until next week and contact the Detective Poocher. And the charges must be dropped immediately. Or give me my keys so I can go into my unit this week. And I will agree not to use the electrical. Okay? God bless. We ask the judge to put an order for this. We don't know what course to go to. But I have to record to find out what course. These are my animal I have to live. I can't walk my animal. And my animal needs to be walked. I can't feed my animal. My animals need to be trapped. And when I'm allowed to close it, no place. Come on. Every time. APP. So I have to go through pain. Come on. I did get a message to the person said they had no bed. And Dick Snall, your agency, sent 2 workers for a month and a half. They've had no bed. They've got no bed. I came here a day and a half ago and I found a bed. Explain. So why are you paying these 2 workers? That's right. They didn't take a look at the photos before. They didn't clean. I clean. I spoke. So why are we paying them to assist this individual when I showed you that you don't need to pay? So this is the work they're supposed to do. They're supposed to do the cleaning. They're supposed to sit individual. They don't do all that. So why are they being paid? Please explain that. God. So we're passing this off to courts. Sam Coates has done his part. Mr. Greco has done his part in his time and work, not financially though, which I believe he should, if he has the ability. You know, my mom has done her part to guide it. That's why I was able to clean this place. This is from the guidance of my mom. I'm not shouting, I'm not screaming no more. And thank you, Sam. Thank you, Mary. Thank you, Mom. But this disgusting that you let someone tell me that we have to live in this condition. We were kicked out of the shelter because we photographed an empty shelter.